There are just certain design choices that were made for these robots that we don't fully understand. We were hoping that you could shed some light on those.
She can dance. She can sing. She's equipped with a built-in helium tank for inflating balloons right at her fingertips. She can take song requests. She can even dispense ice cream.
With all due respect, those aren't the design choices we were curious about, Mr. Afton.
Oi, o vídeo de hoje é sobre o FNaF System Location. E, bom, como os outros vídeos de FNaF que eu fiz anteriormente, vai ser explicando a história desse jogo. E como ele tem muito conteúdo, vai ser legal para fazer um vídeo. Então, eu espero que gostem. Se vocês gostam desse tipo de conteúdo, já vai deixando o like e se inscrevendo, porque eu vou trazer mais futuramente.
Welcome to the first day of your exciting new career. Whether you were approached at a job fair, read our ad in screws, bolts, and hairpins, or if this is the result of a dare, we welcome you. I will be your personal guide to help you get started. I'm a Model 5 of the Handyman's Robotics and Unit Repair System, but you can call me Hand Unit. Your new career promises challenge, intrigue, and endless janitorial opportunities. Please enter your name as seen above the keypad. This cannot be changed later, so please be careful. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. One moment. Welcome, Eggs Benedict. You can now open the elevator using that bright, red, and obvious button. Let's get to work. Allow me to fill this somewhat frightening silence with some light-hearted banter. Due to the massive success, and even more so the unfortunate closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, it was clear that the stage was set, no pun intended, for another contender in children's entertainment. Unlike most entertainment venues, our robotic entertainers are rented out for private parties during the day, and it's your job to get the robots back in proper working order before the following morning. You are now in the primary control module. It's actually a crawl space between the two front showrooms.
Tá bom, resumindo o que está acontecendo aqui, isso aqui não é uma pizzaria. É mais como um porão onde o William guarda os robôs dele. E é o trabalho do segurança manter tudo em ordem. É que na verdade a Freddy faz as pizzas faliu, então não tem muito pra onde os robôs irem, então eles só alugam para festas particulares. Vocês lembram da plaquinha do elevador? Lá tinha escrito Mike. Bom, Mike se refere a Michael Afton. Ele é o filho do William Afton e é aquela criança com a máscara de Foxy que tinha aparecido no FNaF 4. Ele é irmão da criança chorona e, bom, até agora a gente não sabe por que ele tá aí. Mas provavelmente foi o pai dele que mandou ele aí. Eu não duvidaria nada se esses animatrônicos também fossem amaldiçoados. Bom, pelo menos nada demais acontece nessa noite, é só uma revisão do que os animatrônicos estão fazendo e se precisa botar eles no lugar. Até agora apareceram a Circus Baby, o Phantom Foxy e a Balora. Pra quem ainda não conhece muito bem esse jogo e tá se perguntando onde é que tá o Freddy, bom, ele vai aparecer daqui a pouco.
Daddy, you let the other children go see her. Why won't you let me go?
Welcome back for another night of intellectual stimulation, pivotal career choices, and self-reflection on past mistakes. We're committed to creating a unique and fulfilling work experience. One part of that commitment is ensuring that you don't get tired of the voice that you're hearing right now. Using the keypad below, please select a new companion voice. For male, press 1. For female, press 2. For text only, press 3. For other options, press 4. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. Thank you for choosing Angsty Teen.
The elevator stopped. You know the routine. You can get out now or whatever. Stay here if you want. So, funny story. A dead body was found in this vent once. Okay, so not that funny, but it's a story. Okay, let's start with your nightly chores. You should check on Ballora and make sure she's on her stage, but whatever. Huh. I guess Ballora has better things to do. Let's zap her. That should be fun. Let's check on Funtime Foxy. Make sure he's ready for showtime tomorrow.
Great. Great. Great.
There seems to have been a problem with the voice synthesizer. Default settings have been restored. Please proceed through the vent ahead of you to Circus Baby's auditorium.
Bom, até o momento, nessa segunda noite, não foi explicada muita coisa, mas aparentemente acharam um cadáver nas tubulações. E outra, no começo da noite apareceu a voz de uma menina falando com o pai. Será essa a filha do Iron Afton?
Circus Baby had a busy day today. Let's check the light and make sure she's in proper working order. Oh, Circus Baby, we aren't here to play hide and seek. Let's encourage Baby to come out of hiding with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. There seems to be a power malfunction that is affecting our ability to properly motivate Baby. Please stand by while I reboot the system. I will be offline momentarily during this process. Various other systems may be offline as well, such as security doors, vent locks, and oxygen. Commencing system restart.
Motion trigger, entryway vent. Funtime Auditorium maintenance vent opened. Ballora Gallery maintenance vent opened.
I don't recognize you. You are new. I remember this scenario, however. It's a strange thing to want to do, to come here. I'm curious what events would lead a person to want to spend their nights in a place like this. Willingly. Maybe curiosity, maybe ignorance. There is a space under the desk. Someone before you crafted it into a hiding place, and it worked for him. I recommend that you hurry, though. You will be safe there. Just try not to make eye contact. It will be over soon. They will lose interest.
Tá bom, aparentemente agora a Baby quer ajudar e o Michael tá tendo que ficar escondido debaixo de uma mesa. Esse minigame até que é bem simples, é só segurar a porta e tentar desviar dos olhos. A maioria dessas noites é bem longa, assim contar os minigames, então eu vou só tentar pular o que não é tão importante e ir direto para os diálogos e o que realmente revela alguma coisa na história.
Motion trigger, Circus Gallery vent.
You will now be required to crawl through the Ballora Gallery using the vent to your left to reach the breaker room. It is recommended that you stay low to the ground and reach the other side as fast as possible as to not disturb Ballora. I will deactivate myself momentarily as to not create an auditory disturbance. Deactivating.
Ballora Gallery maintenance vent opened. Motion trigger, breaker room.
You may now interface with the breaker control box. Using the interface may disrupt nearby electronics. If you feel you are in danger, feel free to disconnect the interface temporarily until it is safe to reconnect.
Calm down and go back to sleep. No one is here.
Olha, pra falar a verdade, o Funtime Freddy é o meu Funtime favorito, mas essa parte dele é bem chatinha, honestamente. Você só tem que afastar ele enquanto mexe nesse controle para reiniciar os sistemas.
Daddy just once let me go play with her. She's so pretty and shiny. Didn't you make her just for me?
Welcome back to another pivotal night of your thriving new career, where you get to really ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? What would my friends say? And most importantly, will I ever see my family again? We understand the stresses of a new job, and we're here for you. To help you reach a more stable and relaxing frame of mind, we offer several musical selections to help make this elevator ride as relaxing and therapeutic as possible. We offer contemporary jazz, classical, rainforest ambiance, as well as a wide selection of other choices. Using the keypad below, please type the first few letters of the musical selection you would prefer. It seems you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. Thank you for selecting Casual Bongos. Now that your elevator experience has been customized to your needs and you're thoroughly relaxed, it's worth mentioning that due to your lackluster performance yesterday, your pay has been decreased by a substantial amount. Please enjoy the rest of your descent. Due to unforeseen malfunctions from today's shows, your nightly duties will require you to perform maintenance that you may or may not be skilled enough to perform. It became necessary for technicians to attempt to disconnect Funtime Freddy's power module. However, they were unsuccessful. Allowing them to try again would be an inefficient path forward, as we would need to allow 6 to 8 weeks for recovery and physical therapy. You will need to reach the parts and service room on the other side of Funtime Auditorium to perform the procedure yourself. Let's check on Ballora first and make sure she's on her stage. Great, it looks like everything is as it should be in Ballora Gallery. Let's check on Funtime Foxy. It's important to make sure she's on her stage before entering. Great, it looks like everything is as it should be in Funtime Auditorium. There is no need to check on Baby tonight. Please refrain from entering unauthorized areas. Proceed directly to Funtime Auditorium.
Did you know that I was on stage once? It wasn't for very long, only one day. What a wonderful day, though. I was in a small room with balloons and a few tables. No one sat at the tables, though, but children would run in and out. Some were afraid of me, others enjoyed my songs. Music was always coming from somewhere else. Down a hall. I would always count the children. I'm not sure why. I was always acutely aware of how many there were in the room with me. 2, then 3, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 2, then none. They usually played together in groups of 2 or 3. I was covered in glitter. I smelled like birthday cake. There were 2. Then 3, then 5, then 4. I can do something special. Did you know that? I can make ice cream, although I only did it once. There were 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Something happened when there was 1. A little girl standing by herself. I was no longer myself, and I stopped singing. My stomach opened, and there was ice cream. I couldn't move, at least, not until she stepped closer. There was screaming for a moment, but only for a moment. Then other children rushed in again, but they couldn't hear her over the sounds of their own excitement. I still hear her sometimes. Why did that happen?
Parece que de alguma forma a Baby involuntariamente atacou uma garota. Como, nós não sabemos, mas é possível acreditar que essa garota seja a mesma daquela cutscene. E mais importante, parece que de alguma forma os outros animatronics fugiram dos palcos, então nós não sabemos onde eles estão agora e isso pode causar problemas.
Freddy Auditorium maintenance vent open.
Unlike Ballora, Funtime Foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark, as to not accidentally activate her. You have been provided with a flash beacon. Use it if you need to get your bearings and to ensure you don't bump into anything. However, use it as sparingly as possible. Proceed forward to reach the parts and service room.
Motion trigger, parts and service.
Great job reaching parts and service. It seems that Funtime Freddy is out of power, which should make your job much easier. The release switch for the chest cavity is located on the underside of the endoskeleton jaw. To reach it, we will first need to open the faceplates. You will need to press the faceplate release triggers in a specific order, and it's important to be as precise and as careful as possible. Locate the small button on Freddy's face, just under his right cheek, and press it.
Não, esse jumpscare não foi desnecessário. Na verdade, é obrigatório que ele aconteça para você passar de noite. E o Michael tá bem, eu acho que ele não morreu depois disso.
Daddy, she can make balloons. Have you seen her make balloons? Oh, Daddy, let me go to her.
Shh, be still and quiet. You've been sleeping for quite a while. I think they noticed that you never left the building last night. The cameras were searching for you, but they couldn't find you. I have you hidden too well. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I am only going to keep you for a little while. Try not to wiggle, though. You're inside something that came from my old pizzeria. I don't think it was ever used. At least not the way it was meant to be used. Too dangerous. It's just big enough for one person to fit inside, but just barely. You're in the scooping room. Do you know why they call it the scooping room? It's because, dummy, this is the room where they use the scooper. I thought that would be obvious. Isn't that a fun name for something? The scooper. It sounds like something you would use for ice cream, or custard, or sprinkles. It sounds like something you would want at your birthday party to ensure that you get a heaping portion of every good thing. I wonder, though, if you were a freshly opened pint of ice cream, how you would feel about something with that name. Thankfully, I don't think a freshly opened pint of ice cream feels anything at all. Uh-oh. It sounds like someone else is in the building. Shh.
Okay, bring her over. Forward. More. Okay, stop. Set her down. Watch the step.
What happened to it this time?
Just seems like these things can't go a day without breaking down. Who knows? It's always the same, man. Some kind of hardware malfunction.
Well, hey, I have to be somewhere in 15 minutes, and this place gives me the creeps. Can we just get this over with?
It's all automated. We don't have to be here for it. Just get her on the rollers and we can go.
There's something very important that I've learned how to do over time. Do you know what that is? How to pretend. Do you ever play make-believe? Pretend to be one way when you are really the other. It's very important. But Laura never learns. But I do. They think there is something wrong on the inside. The only thing that matters is knowing how to pretend. I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Eu pulei o resto dessa parte até porque é a parte mais difícil e chata do jogo inteiro, então eu vou poupar vocês de verem isso. Sim, o Michael sobreviveu mais essa noite e voltou pra casa. Parece que o protagonismo salvou ele mais uma vez. E nessa noite a Ballora também morreu.
Welcome back to your last day on the job. That is, the last day of your first week. Some of the most valued qualities that we like to see in new employees are determination, fearlessness, and a genuine disregard for instinctive self-preservation. You've earned your 1-week bonus, which will be given to you in the form of a delightful gift basket, the cost of which will be taken out of your next paycheck. We have gift baskets containing fruit, nuts, flowers, and of course the ever-popular cash basket. Using the keypad below, please enter the first few letters of the gift basket you would like to receive. It seems you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. Thank you for selecting Exotic Butters. Please be aware that there are still 2 technicians on site today. Try to avoid interfering with their work if possible. Also, feel free to ask them why they are still there and encourage them to go home. Let's check on Ballora and make sure she's on her stage. Great. Now let's check on Funtime Foxy. Great. It looks like everything is as it should be in Funtime Auditorium. Your task today will involve more maintenance work. Circus Baby had a rough day and is in need of repair. You will be required to reach the parts and service room by once again sneaking through Funtime Auditorium. As always, please proceed with caution.
Se não ficou claro, parece que os técnicos estão mortos e provavelmente foram os animatronics que fizeram isso. Bizarro, mas eu acho que não tem nada que possa ser feito. Bom, essa parte aqui não tem nada demais, você só tem que mexer no sistema da Baby e ela vai te falar pra você ir pra sala de distração, que a Ballora vai tentar te seguir, mas ela não vai entrar lá.
Warning, you've entered a highly dangerous area. You have entered from Maintenance Hatch 1B, reserved for cleaning and repair of the scooper. Entering this side of the room is strictly prohibited by unauthorized personnel.
You are in the scooping room now. Funtime Foxy has already been here today. Funtime Freddy has already been here today. Ballora has already been here today. Circus Baby has already been here today. I've been out before, but they always put me back. They always put us back inside. There's nowhere for us to hide here. There is nowhere to go when we look like this. But if we looked like you, then we could hide. If we looked like you, then we would have somewhere to go. The scooper only hurts for a moment. You won't die.
Sim, gente, de alguma forma o Michael ainda tá vivo. Parece que usaram o remanescente que eu expliquei no vídeo passado, pra usar o corpo dele pra fugir e ele continuar vivo. Isso é bom pra ele, pelo menos. E tem mais coisa pra mostrar pra vocês depois que o jogo acaba, então... Aqui de início você libera alguns segredos, vai falar um pouco sobre os animatronics, como se monta eles, a planta da estrutura, do lugar e etc. Mas tem coisa mais importante aqui, que é mais como um segredo, mas vai esclarecer muita coisa. Você lembra daquela garotinha que tinha falado nas cutscenes e que a Baby até tinha falado sobre ela? Era essa garota. O nome dela é Elizabeth Afton. E ela é a filha do Homem de Roxo que tinha aparecido no FNaF 2 e também no diálogo do começo. O que acontece é que, bom, parece que esses animatronics do Sister Location os fantasmas vieram equipados com uma espécie de sistema de captura, que serve para capturar as crianças. E a teoria mais aceitável é que o William usa esses robôs para poder estudar o remanescente. Esse jogo também tem outro final. Não é o final canônico, mas, bom, é um final. E de qualquer forma eu ia ter que falar sobre ele aqui, então. Coisa básica de FNAF que a gente já tá acostumado. Só sobreviver até 6 da manhã. Isso acontece se você não seguir as instruções da Baby e pular do posto. E esse é o final mais tryhard, até porque a noite parece que demora muito mais que o final pra passar. E, bom, é bom pra quem quer fazer o 100% do jogo e até que é bem divertido, sabe? Eu achei uma mecânica bem divertida você passar até as 6 da manhã. Até porque isso ainda é FNAF, né? Então, bora ignorar o Energy aparecendo aqui na sala do Michael. Bom, gente, basicamente é isso. FNAF City Location. Pra falar a verdade, foi um dos jogos de FNAF que mais me marcou. E, bom, até porque ele é muito imersivo, tem muito conteúdo. E eu espero que vocês tenham gostado, sério mesmo. Pra quem assistiu até aqui, muito obrigado, tá? Então, se você gosta desse tipo de conteúdo, já vai deixando o like e se inscrevendo, porque eu vou trazer mais FNAF, eu vou trazer mais conteúdo de terror futuramente, tá? Então, muito obrigado mesmo.